Hi, I'm Mel Pickup, Chief Executive of Bradford Teaching Hospitals, and welcome to the weekly news roundup from across the Trust. This week we look at how we're developing virtual services to transform the way in which we deliver hospital care. Also today, how the early detection of sepsis helps beat the infection. And with World Patient Safety Day coming up, we focus on how we can care for our mums and babies in our maternity services. But first, many services are now being run via phone or video consultations, and this means that we can give hospital standard care to patients closer to and often in their own homes. With this in mind, we've drawn up a project to introduce virtual services more widely across the Trust. We've called it the Virtual Royal Infirmary, or VRI for short. We've actually been running an elderly care virtual ward for many years with fantastic results for patients, their relatives and staff. Here's elderly care consultant Claire Scampion to explain just how it works.
The patients on the virtual ward are either stepped up by the GP or community matrons, or sometimes even the ambulance service, or they're discharged from an elderly medicine ward to the virtual ward. And once they're at home, someone comes out to see them, they assess them, they make a treatment plan, then they're visited daily, and that treatment plan is carried out. There are real benefits to the elderly medicine virtual ward for patients. It means they get looked after in the comfort of their own homes. You can't beat being at home. The other benefits are that there's less risk of hospital-acquired infections in your own home. There's also less risk of deconditioning. So when you're in hospital, you tend to take to your bed or sit in the chair all day. If you're at home, you're going to get up, you're going to get dressed, you're going to make yourself a cup of tea. That stops your muscles getting weaker. Obviously, there are a cohort of patients who need to be in hospital, and we want them to come to hospital, but we do need to focus on looking after people in their own homes wherever possible.
Thanks, Claire. And if you would like to find out more about the project, you can write to the email on the screen now. Now, next week, it's World Sepsis Day. Sepsis, or septicemia, or blood poisoning, is where the immune system overreacts to an infection and starts to damage the body's own tissues and organs. It can be life-threatening, but if it's detected and treated early enough, most people make a full recovery. Here's Michelle Law, sepsis nurse specialist, to tell us about the symptoms to look out for.
The main symptoms of sepsis are slurred speech and new confusion, extreme shivering or muscle pain, passing no urine at all within the last 24 hours, severe breathlessness, illness so bad that a patient feels that they're going to die, or the skin being mottled or discoloured. Generally, anybody can be affected by sepsis. There are groups which are most at risk, which are your elderly, very young, your pregnant ladies or patients that have recently given birth, or anyone that is immunocompromised. Treatment is following the Sepsis 6 bundle, also known as Buffalo, which stands for blood cultures, urine output, fluid, antibiotics, lactate and oxygen, and it's important that these tests and antibiotics is administered within the first hour of suspecting sepsis. The best thing that patients can do is maintain good hand hygiene, and remember, if in doubt, always think sepsis.
Thanks, Michelle. Some very, very important information there. Now let's take a look around the rest of the Trust to see what else has been making the news.
It just felt nice to know that my child will be in the safe hands of someone that I recognise in the department, and I know how she made me feel as a child, so I know that she'll be making other children feel the same now.
Oh, Lillian, we're going to be so sad to see you go. You've been such a great member of the team and we wish you all the best for your very well-deserved retirement. Finally, our patient safety is always top of our list. With World Patient Safety Day just around the corner, we've been following their theme around safe maternal and newborn care. Here are specialist midwives Marianne Naylor and Joanne Stubbs to explain more.
So Patient Safety Day is an initiative by the World Health Organization. This year they're specifically asking us to look at maternal and newborn care, especially during childbirth. Along with my colleagues, we've been implementing the recommendations set out in the Saving Babies' Lives Care Bundle. The Care Bundle is an action plan of best practice and quality care that's been demonstrated both locally and around the world, and through implementing it here in Bradford we can demonstrate our commitment to quality and safe care.
One of the projects that we're working on at the moment is the Keep Me Safe, Keep Me Warm project. It's aimed at keeping babies nice and warm post-birth. When babies get cold, it can increase the risk of breathing problems, low blood sugars and sometimes jaundice.
We hope to continue to work collaboratively with the local maternity system, Act as One and the Maternity Voices Partnership to continue to consolidate the knowledge and skills that we've gained and improve quality and safety even further.
Thanks Marianne and Joanne, it is great to hear about your project. Well, that just about wraps up this week. Don't forget, with so much going on at the hospital, you can find daily updates on our usual social media channels, Twitter, LinkedIn and Facebook. Have a great weekend. I'm going to be taking a break next week, so I will look forward to catching up with you in a couple of weeks' time. Bye for now.